Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Locks of the Day podcast. This is episode number 92. I'm here once again with Zach and Andrew. Merry Christmas, ladies and gents. Happy Hanukkah, whatever you celebrate. Hopefully it's merry, happy, whatever you want to call it. We are going to give you week 17 Christmas Day locks. We got three games coming at you Thursday. We have Cowboys versus the Commanders, which Cowboys are favored by 7 at the current moment with the over-under set at 50.5. Then we have the Lions versus the Vikings. Lions are coming in at 7.5 point favorites in that one with the over-under at 43.5. And then we have the Broncos versus the Chiefs with the Broncos favored by 13.5 and the over-under set at 36.5. So those are the three games we're giving you locks from, one from each. We're going to get right into it. Andy, go ahead and give them your three-star, kid.
Yes, sir. My three-star. It's going to be in the Cowboys game. It's going to be Cowboys over 27.5 points to minus 145. I think the Cowboys offense is going to roll in this one. Commanders defense has been terrible this year. Commanders are the second worst team in the league, giving up 380 yards per game. They struggle against the pass, and that's all Dak Prescott and the Cowboys do. So Dak's got over 4,000 yards this year with 28 touchdowns. The addition of Pickens has really helped the offense just be way more efficient now. Defense has got to cover two elite wide receivers in Lamb and Pickens, so it's like have fun. And then Commanders also fourth worst team against the run, allowing over 140 yards per game. Javonte Williams, another great add to that offense. He's been solid all year for the Cowboys. He's got over 1,000 yards for them, 12 touchdowns, only fumbled twice, so that's pretty solid for his first year in Dallas. But both these teams have already played. Dallas whooped them 44 to 22. I see the Cowboys doing the same exact thing, offensively, just absolutely rolling. We only need four touchdowns to cash this one, so let's lock in Cowboys over 27.5 points, minus 145.
Love it. Easy money. We'll send it over to Zach because you have the second game of the day.
Yes. So we got a two-star and a one-star for you in this one, but the two-star is going to be Lions -6 at a minus 135. This one for me, I don't care if the Lions are hammered. This is a must-win game. If they lose, they're done. They're literally done. They can't get in. I don't think because of this Packers stupid tie against the Cowboys, it changes everything. So they have to win to get in. I'm also looking at the fact too that the Vikings did kind of get lucky and beat them the first time, and honestly, the Vikings could put up 30 in this one. I think Dan Campbell's going to put up 40. I mean, Kevin O'Connell is a great coach. I think he's probably one of the best coaches in the league with what he's done with less talent. But at the same time, Dan Campbell is going to be relentless in this one. He's going for the kneecaps because he needs to win. And, we've seen games like this before where they will win a game 45 to 30 or 45 to 35, something like that. And I can easily see that happening in this one. I think, too, for the Vikings, JJ McCarthy did look good the first time, but he's out. He has a hand fracture, so Max Brosmer's coming in. And with Max Brosmer, first game out against the Seahawks, he had a good completion percentage, but he threw four picks. I don't think he's going to be that bad this time, but I think the Lions are really going to harp on trying to have Max Brosmer beat them instead of letting the run game do it like the run game did last time. Because last time that they came out, Jordan Mason had 40 yards, Aaron Jones had, I think, about 80 yards. Jordan Addison had 20 on a run play, and then JJ McCarthy also had another 10. So they had more rushing yards than JJ McCarthy did passing yards. So they completely controlled and possessed the game that way. I think the same thing is going to happen again, where the Vikings are going to try and run it, and it's not going to work. They're going to force Max Brosmer to beat them through the air. And I do think at the moment that the Lions will have an advantage. The Vikings run defense isn't very good. It ranks about 22 to 23, where the Vikings defense really gets praised as takeaways. They do extremely well with takeaways. So that's how they're going to have to try and compete in this one. And I mean, I think Lions -6. It's a no-brainer in this one. I can't put money on Max Brosmer, but funny enough, I lied because our one star is Max Brosmer over 17.5 completions. And the reason why I tell you that is because in this one, I think the Lions are going to get ahead early, or like I said, they're going to force Max Brosmer to beat them. And he was 19 of 30 when he played against Seattle with four picks. He did really, really well. So I do think that the same thing could happen again here where they get down early and they're going to force him to throw. He did throw about 6 or 7 checkdowns in that game against Seattle, too. And those are just easy completions. I don't care if they go backwards for 5 yards. Those guys are going to catch the ball. And that's kind of what I'm looking at here is it's going to be these short little end arounds, a lot of balls to TJ Hawkinson like he did against Seattle. He's going to find the running back. I could see Jordan Addison and Justin Jefferson running more slant routes, making it easier for Brosmer, as those guys like to be down the field, but that doesn't work. They have to go short for this guy, give this guy some confidence and get him going early. And if that does happen, I think they're going to be successful. So put it this way, Lions -6, -140 is your 2-star. Your 1-star is going to be Max Brosmer over 17.5 completions at a -110. And there we go. We'll kick it over to Angelo for the other
Love
pick.
it. And then I'll take the night game. Very simple here. Going with a 2-star Broncos versus the Chiefs under 37.5. Bought 1 point at a -130. Pretty simple, like I said. Chiefs are the worst. We've seen them in the past 5+ years right now at this state that they're at. They have absolutely nothing to play for. They're already out of playoffs. Kelsey looks sorry. He doesn't even really care anymore. His butt buddy Mahomes isn't playing, so it's like, what does he have to play for? He cares more about Taylor Swift right now and his future because he's probably only got a couple games left in his career. Okay, and yeah, like I said, they're out of playoffs. They have a third string quarterback in starting. His name is Chris Oladakin, whatever it is. Sorry to him, but he looked absolutely terrible when he had to step in last game. It's not his fault. That's why he's the third string quarterback. You don't really expect to play, especially when you're the third string behind Patrick Mahomes. But that's also why I love the under. Third string QB versus a top tier defense. I just simply don't see them scoring much, if any at all. I mean, the best odds on a Chiefs player to score a touchdown is Pacheco, and we're talking it is a plus 390 to 400. That is absurd. That's the highest odds for the favorite to score on any team I've seen all year,
That's
if that
insane.
makes sense. Like, that's insane. And on the other hand, Broncos are 12-3 because of their defense. It's not their offense that is elite. They don't put up that many points. It's their defense, which is elite. And I mean, these two offenses who won't score much this game, I just don't see it happening. Good defense, third string QB, not that great of an offense on the Broncos. Broncos might toss up 20. I don't really know. I don't know who's winning this game. Broncos obviously should, coming in at almost 2 touchdown favorites. You could see some crazy shit happen. All I know is there won't be a lot of points. Locking a little 2-star. Broncos versus the Chiefs under 37.5 at a -130. I expect a very boring night game for Christmas. Hopefully the first 2 games are much more entertaining with the Cowboys and Commanders and the Lions and Vikings. Those are our 4 locks throughout the 3 Christmas Day games. You boys got anything else?
I'm good.
Love it. Well, that wraps up Locks of the Day, podcast number 92. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Enjoy your holidays with the family and have a good one. Thank you so much for tuning in. Peace.